Hi there, this is Eric Gass, mechanic for Jessy Nelson, Shoily Designs, Lucas Oil Honda. And this week's how-to presented by Lucas Oil will be how to change your oil. The tools will be needed: 12mm socket, 12mm wrench, 6mm Allen, 12mm T-handle, 8mm T-handle, a dipstick, oil filter, funnel and ratio right, gloves, a couple things of oil, contact cleaner, triangle stand, and a clean oil pan. Start off with changing oil. Makes it a lot easier if you warm your bike up, really get the juices flowing. I've already got a warm bike, so now what we're going to do, take it off the stand, put it on a triangle stand. Remove the skid plate. Another thing to keep in mind is if you do have a skid plate and you know you're changing your oil, remove your skid plate while washing your dirt bike. That way it'll be a much more cleaner activity. Next, grab a drain pan with the 12mm T-handle. Remove the transmission drain plug. Remove the transmission drain plug. Careful not to drop the crush washer into the oil. I like to put gloves on for the rest of it. And with your 12mm socket, remove the engine drain plug. Again, don't drop the crush washer into the oil. So with your oil draining, now's a good time to inspect the crush washers that are on your drain bolts. If they're free to come off and not too badly smushed, no need to replace them. But if they're stuck, like they won't come off the threads, it'd be a good time to replace it with a new crush washer. And then also cleaning them, thread, bolt head. Also, while your oil is draining, is a good time to replace your oil filter. I recommend doing this every 2 oil changes. Start by loosening the oil filter cover. And they're spring loaded, so I like to keep a bit of pressure on them with my thumb while I remove the last bolt. Carefully remove it, making sure not to lose the spring. Also a good time to inspect your filter housing for any metal shavings. I'll just take my finger and run it through like so. Mine looks good. And then also inspect your oil filter. Make sure there's no debris or big chunks of metal. Start by replacing the filter. The rubber side goes towards the filter cap, and the spring goes in the indentation on the back side of the filter. And then being careful not to drop the spring into the oil or out of the hole in the back of the filter. Now, while holding pressure, installing the first bolt. The second one. I like to get both of them started before I tighten either one of them down. Just so that the filter cap doesn't get cocked or going in at an angle. And then I like to tighten them down evenly as well. Now with the oil filter replaced and the oil's done draining, it's time to reinstall the drain bolts and filler on it. With our used oil, we have a service that comes by and picks it up and disposes of it in the proper manner. I'd recommend taking it to your local auto parts store, and most of them take it for free. Some of them might charge you a little bit, but as long as you dispose of it properly, it's not your neighbor's yard, we're good. Now reinstall the skid plate. And then putting the bike back on the stand. Removing the filler caps. We use these Hinton filler caps, they're a bit more durable. And we will do transmission first. Each make and model is different. I recommend checking your owner's manual for the proper amount. But for our bike, 700 cc's on the transmission side and 600 on the engine side. With a Honda, I like to use a funnel and being careful that the pipe's not hot still. Lean the bike over, pouring nice and slow, making sure not to spill or overfill the funnel. Now the tranny's full, put the funnel back in there, trying not to drip anything on the engine. Now's a good time to also inspect your filler cap O-ring and make sure it's not torn or flattened out. Mine looks pretty good, and also there's no dirt or debris on it, so I'll just reinstall it as it is. Again, on the engine side, we use 600 cc's. And with my ratio ride only being 500 at a time, I'll have to use it twice. For now, I'm going to use a dipstick just to double check. Before checking the oil on the dipstick, I prefer to run the bike for a little while. After running the bike for a couple minutes, let the oil settle, and on a flat surface, remove your dipstick. Clean it once. Reinsert, and then check the level. And we're golden. The dipstick will go back in my toolbox, and again, we have these nifty filler caps from Hinton. They're quite a bit more durable. And check the O-ring, and also for any debris or dirt. We're good here. I'm just going to reinstall this and be done. And that's how you change your oil on your CRF 250R. And that's this week's how-to presented by Lucas Oil.